In this episode of Let's Talk, participants of the First Circles Leadership Program discuss the issues they will be raising when meeting with the Chief Minister of the Northern Territory and Cabinet, and why the program means so much to them. Participants of the First Circles Leadership Program attended leadership workshops designed to support learning and development, to actively engage and communicate with government about matters that are important to them and their communities, in the lead up to their meeting with the Chief Minister and Cabinet.
My name's Leonie Carpenter. I'm from the Tiwi Islands, Malandarri. My experience has been really good in a positive way for myself and the community. Just to learn to speak up, to be a leader, and hopefully, inspire others in the community.
Hello. Ngayon ini Giselle Barku nya. Ngayon Kindo nyara. My name is Giselle Barku. I'm from Kinto. Brings out the leader in me. And it taught me to be strong in my community and talk up for my community.
Hello, my name's Nikita Baker. I'm a Ngarrwa woman and I'm from Borroloola. I enjoy being with leaders from other communities. We all come together and speak about issues and raise concerns about communities. Some of us have come up with similar issues. So yeah, it's good brainstorming ideas and trying to get that message out there. When I first came, I was really scared of speaking in public, but they teach you, they train you how to speak, how to be confident within yourself. So it's a good program to be in.
Hi, my name is Kitesha Wurrawilya. I'm from Groote Island. I'm an Malandarri woman. I like a lot of things about First Circles. It's helped me with my leadership role. I guess I was recognised in the community as an emerging leader, but it also gave me self-recognition to have a voice for some of the youth in our community. Just like my generation and the younger generations, as they don't get, included, recognised a lot. So yeah, it's done many things for me.
My name is Sheree Anderson, Napananga. I'm from Lajamanu community. I joined First Circle because I heard that it was good. It's a good leadership program, and that you get to understand more about government stories or how government system work, and I just took that opportunity to try and understand.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Phillips. I'm from the homelands of Manayingkarirra and that station called Jabana, which is in between Manayingkarirra and Malandarri. I joined First Circles. A lot of community members encouraged me to, and I applied because I liked the objectives of the program. It was because I wanted to learn more the political leadership, just to have an understanding of the political world.
My name is Dion Wunungmurra. Come from North-East Arnhem Land. I'm a young woman, which is in North-East Arnhem Land. It's very important to get all the knowledge and take back to home and show who I am and teach all the young generation and become a young role model and to help my community and people.
The First Circles Leadership Program is an anti-government program aimed to help identify, mentor and support Aboriginal emerging leaders from remote communities across the Northern Territory. The program aims to develop and expand the members' leadership skills, increase their personal governance capabilities, and learn more about the impact of public policies and programs on their communities. and help influence and contribute to change.
With the program, it's helped open up a whole different level of relationships with people that can help me to move forward in the future and in my leadership role. And now it sort of opens up the world a bit more for me and any of the leaders that are on the first circles. And also getting to know a bit more about government and just more in depth about what they do.
And I was pretty excited and I wanted to build myself up as well. And I just went out for the opportunity. Don't be ashamed, just get up and go. Think about your people in the community. You have the voice to raise the issues, and it's not just work and learning, it's also having fun. Yeah, because we get to have our laughs, and sometimes we're sad and about our issues, but it's a really good experience.
First Circles has given me a lot of tools in leadership and a lot of opportunities to learn politics and the political language, the political leadership skills, and gave me a lot of confidence.
Getting into First Circle, another thing, it's a great opportunity to have your voice heard and to get across, and even to see at that ground level, what response you get. I came here knowing nothing and how to approach government, but when we step into this First Circle, it learns you how to approach government. So it's learning you how to speak government. And because a lot of our Yapa, can I say Yapa? Because Yapa means Aboriginal. A lot of our Yapa in communities, they like arguing. They love arguing, but sometimes you just gotta argue in a right way, See, in remote communities, we don't see the really big picture, government side. We don't know nothing about voting, and we don't know what ministers, stands where, what their portfolio looks like. See, all of that thing, we don't know that, and it's an opportunity for us to understand, through First Circle, how things work.
I'm feeling so supportive with the group that I'm with at the moment, and we are helping out each other in any way we could, so we can support one another and talk about our issues.
The leadership program provides an opportunity for participants to directly engage at the highest level of government with cabinet ministers, where matters impacting on Aboriginal people and their communities are heard and discussed, and to influence how government does its business and engagement in Aboriginal communities, presenting local solutions.
Tomorrow we are going to be talking to the Chief Minister about our issues in the community, and that's going to be a big thing for us. We need a better road for our people. It would make it easier for people to travel out to another community, and for our food truck to come through to our community. So when we have flood, they can still access our community. Every year, government is chucking and spending millions of dollars upgrading it, but they need to look at it and just seal the road, so they can't be spending all that money every year.
I'm going to raise employment issues, employment and career pathways for our youth and young people. There's not much for the youth to do. pretty much after school. I'd like apprenticeships as well, like after schools, so to keep them engaged with their education and career opportunities, because they sort of get stuck into the lifestyle of the community, you know, like just around the social club, drinking and gambling and drugs, you know, all other issues in the community. Just to give them a sense of pride and sense of direction, and to just to build themselves up to be better people, you know, to work for our communities and good examples for our children.
A bit nerve-wracking today, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm working on my speech and making sure that I get to present the issue that has come to my heart, and I want to raise it with the cabinet. So yeah. Renal dialysis training in communities so that our people don't have to relocate to Darwin and live up here for so long, and suicide awareness for our people in communities, because we have a high rate of suicide in communities around Australia.
The issues I'd like to talk about to Cabinet are education, innovation and climate change. With education, innovation, they all sort of flow into each other for me from the community where I am. Also for a lot of Indigenous people at the moment, you know, renewable energies and stuff, talking about climate change and I guess how that affects people and how the government can include Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in moving forward. So that's what I'm passionate about children and adult education. So, you know, there's been a drop or a lag in some of the people, say my age now. If we could help both ways, the children and adults, I think it will help to, you know, help this gap, as long as everyone can work together as well.
We have really poor opportunities in our communities, and even development challenges in our community, because, well, firstly, you know, I'll lay out an example of neglect in remote communities. When you enter our community, you'll drive through an unsealed road, and that's in every community, not just where I come from. Even when you go through the Tenema Highway, that's a main highway that tourists use, everyone uses that, even trucks to the mines and everywhere. And it's been like that for decades. And that's the main highway. And yeah, that's an example of neglect. When you drive into Bachelor, to swimming rock holes or wherever around Bachelor, they're sealed roads. But when you're driving into a remote community, they're unsealed roads. So that's an example. And a lot of the communities are calling for houses. That's the biggest issue we have right across every community.
The main issue I'm going to bring up with the cabinet is to get them to understand the importance of traditional ceremonies out in the communities. There are lots of different types of ceremonies in communities all across the territory, but I'm mainly going to be mentioning about my region in the Maningrida area. It's great that the government supports a lot of cultural festivals, but ceremonies are just as important to support, because ceremonies is our core foundation, it's our motor for our identity, and it's our elements and essence of our culture. Today, people are struggling out in the remote communities, trying to function these ceremonies with very limited resources and services. So there needs to be more support in providing resources and services for ceremonies out in the remote communities, so that people can continue practicing our oldest living culture in the world, and mainly to strengthen people's identity, which will flow on a ripple effect in strengthening the social issues and impacts that people currently having in the communities, such as homelessness, drugs and alcohol issues, and crimes in the community with our youth, suicide rates, the unemployment rates in the community, and poor school attendance.
I'm going to talking about is education, which is school attendance. Because most back at home, there's not much student go to school every day. It's lack of attendance. Try to go back and bring all what I achieved from the leadership program. I went to Geelong, St. Joseph College, and I got all my knowledge from the 2O, which is Yolngu and Malandarri. I've been through, and for myself, I got my daughter, and I tried to support how I achieved from the South and bring it on to back to my homeland where I'm come from. I tried to show who I am, what I'm gonna do,
I'd say to future applicants that are joining the first circles, it's a great opportunity. Take hold of the opportunity. It's a great journey. You learn lots of things along the way, build great relationships, and just do what you feel passionate about for your community.
They've already started sending out new applications for the next season, so I'm sort of trying to identify some, good candidate, hopefully just to build themselves up and to be leaders in the community, because we need our youth coming up and to continue the growth and leadership in our communities. Everyone has a voice, and it's good for our youth to know there's a lot of opportunities, for our youth. I'd just like to let them know that there are people, leaders in the community that are there to help them to do better and to support them in any way, that they choose to go, with their sporting opportunities or working, or even if it's just with their mental health or any other issues. So there's a lot of people in the community to help them to better themselves.
Yolngu is Yolngu, and we want to proud, we want to be proud who we are, where we come from. So we're going to show our knowledge to Balanda, and we're going to work together with Balanda and Yolngu. So the Balanda people will understand who we are and what's our culture and how the next generation grow and look up, and they will follow the step who we are and where we come from, what's our language, because language is very important to our Yolngu people. Language will follow the system and where we come from, follow the bloodline. We've got kingship, and our root will never end. Listen back at home, family, friends. Education is very important for us and the new generation, or young mother or young father. This is a very important message to you, especially Yolngu people.
I totally recommend people to, like our young ones, to join first circles and just grab whatever opportunity that comes along. Just grab it